am a Christian. And if you haven't gotten the memo yet, this is a Christian channel. All my girls and my boys, the Lord calls us to be as pure as a child. And you might think, I'm grown. Like, I've lived my whole entire life. You've walked, you've talked, you've rode a bike, you've graduated high school. Some of you have even had children. So how are you expecting me, grown me, to be as pure as a child? Now let's not think of it as in a twisted version, because we like to twist things that are a lot simpler than they actually are. Like our problems. We overthink such little problems to where you're doing more time thinking than solving the problem. That's why overthinking is a sin. Sin being things that just aren't good for us. God says, "Hey, don't cuss. It's not good for your vocabulary." But he just leaves it at don't cuss. And he wants to see if you trust in him to just do the rules. And after you do it, 9 times out of 10 he'll reveal why he said those things, because you'll live it. You will see the raise in your vocabulary. You will see the people that you would rather talk to, the conversations you'll be included in, simple things like that. It's just living for God is for your benefit, if anything. But the Lord calls us to be as pure as a child. How will you do that? How will you incorporate purity in your daily life? Now let's go from easiest to hardest. Because it does get hard. It does get hard. You have some moments when you want to argue with God, even cuss, and be like, why? Why do we have so many rules and regulations? Why? Why are you calling me to do this? Why are you convicting me here? The things that I used to enjoy. Why? And that's because he's just raising you to a higher standard. It's love. And some of us don't really understand pure love, or don't really know how to live in that dynamic, so we reject it. And that's okay. God is gonna be with you there to, unravel why you're rejecting the love. It's really the most beautiful kind of love. I've never seen it. You know, I don't think I've 100% seen it in my parents. It's a love like no other. Of course your parents love you. Of course, brother, sister, people who are in this world who would give their life for you, they love you. But it's a different type of love. That's why I promote it on this channel for so much, because it's really just a crazy type of love. So, being pure like a child. By being pure like a child, I mean the judgment aspect. Some of us see homeless people and we create notions. In our mind, we say, oh, why can't they get a job? Or, they just ask for money. What's that about? But we're called, regardless if you like it or not, to treat them with the same respect as you treat yourself. Give whatever you have. Be a cheerful giver. Do not give and think that you will get blessings from it. You're a cheerful giver. And if you're not a cheerful giver, pray that you will be a cheerful giver, because you do need to give, and give to the needy. That's a rule that people are like, oh, I'm not trusting in God right now, because you might feel like you're tight on cash. You don't think you're gonna get this money back tenfold, or you say it in your head, but your actions are showing something different. These are the little things we need to incorporate in our lives, No matter what dynamic people are, even the richest people, you don't suck up to them. That's a sin. Um, the poorest people, you don't diminish them. That's a sin. And for yourself, you're not better than anybody, and nobody's better than you. That is for you to keep so sincerely to your heart, and it makes you pure. The next one, um, vices. Vices, drugs, alcohol, even a cigarette is terrible for you. It's a sin. You might be in your 10s, your 20s, your 30s right now. You're just having a cigarette a week. You go out to drink and you're like, okay, I could do one, I could do two, it's not that damaging, probably strengthening my immune system. But no, is that being pure like a child? No, it's not. The Lord says that these things are harmful. I'm not even like speaking it straight out of the Bible. It is like conviction and revelations that you may go through in the life path that you walk on. Somebody who's convicted to drink today versus somebody who's convicted to drink in 3 weeks, they are not better or worse than each other. For real, they're really not. Everybody's on the same level of this aspect. You just choose to live to a higher standard and you choose to live closer to God. Some people don't even want that relationship with God. They're rejecting everything godly. And that's their own dynamic of life. But you start to envy these people and you see them at parties partying all the time. You see them hopping whatever hot girl summer partner they want to be with. And you see them just doing these things that have instant dopamine. They look fun. Let's agree. They look fun. But in the aspect of what are you sacrificing to be here right now? You see, you're working on different things. You are showing up on important aspects of your life. And while y'all are intersecting and seeing each other in different areas of your life, not because you are better, not because you are worse, but because you have different priorities right now. And it does look fun, but you understand that your priorities cannot be sacrificed for instant dopamine right now. Whatever they got going on, the parties, the drinking, the sex, whatever it is, you do not have time. You do not have free anything to sacrifice yourself for. So you have to keep these purity sincere to your heart. And at the end is sexual immorality. The flicking the bean. It's gosh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You touching yourself. The sex with multiple partners. Being, what's it called? Just flaunting your energy around. Do children do that? Let's not even go on that era. But yeah, you're called to be as pure as a child because you see how children are running around, laughing, joking, just not thinking about the worries of tomorrow because they have no worries of tomorrow because tomorrow doesn't exist. They're not thinking of what could happen, the anxiety. They're not thinking about all the sadness, all the things that they're doing wrong in their life. They're just thinking about today. What can I do today that will benefit me in 3 years? What could you do today that will make your 401k shine? What could you invest in today that will make your Roth IRA beautiful? Of course, that's not a children thing, but it's an investment. Some kids play sports, because they're not busy drinking and smoking, and in 15 years, they're in the NFL. Some kids start drawing because they don't have drugs and alcohol to do. In 15 years, they are in Juilliard. for art. So if you become pure as a child now, you will understand that you have so much time in life to be whatever and wherever you want to be. So just imagine you are 2 years old now. Imagine. I can be a mermaid. Come back to this video in 15 years, and if you are not a mermaid in Disney World swimming for the children, then hey, I don't know what went wrong. But with that being said, stay pure as children, guys. It is best for you. And don't you like the aura of a bunch of animals and children just seeing you as a safe space of laughing with you, joking with you, hugging with you, and you just have this brightness to you? That's what it does to you. So show up, guys. Show up for yourself, and keep these rules and commandments the Lord is saying close to your heart. Good night, y'all.